Hey everybody, so you know what this is, right? That's just a reproduction lower quarter repair patch panel for a Triumph Spitfire. And I've seen several people put these in on YouTube videos, but all of them have a problem welding this thing in. Why is that? Well, I think I figured it out, so stick around, let's find out. Okay guys, so a quick video here, just a little FYI video, but these patch panels, okay? This is where they go. I made all my inside repairs, that's ready to go. Today was supposed to be the day that I got to weld that piece on. I've got all of it, gets held in by Clecos. I finally got that bastard to fit right because it did not fit right at all out of the, just as it was a nightmare. And I've taken a lot of time to get it to fit just perfect, okay? And so today was supposed to be the day. Weld it in, have that all done, yay. And like I said in the intro, I've watched other people that I could find on YouTube that did this same repair just to see what they ran into and things like that. And for the most part, it's just putting in a repair panel. They never fit right. You got to make it work. Okay. But with these, everybody, I think there's only maybe 3, maybe 4 videos that I found of people doing these. And every single one of them had trouble welding the thing. And so at first I just thought, okay, they're getting excited and they're not prepping their piece before they weld. They're not cleaning all of whatever that stuff is on that thing off. So I wanted to make sure, okay, I'm gonna clean both sides, bare steel, perfect, ready to go in so I don't have any kind of confusion when I'm welding. And I got a new flap disc out on an angle grinder, start hitting the edge, and started taking the stuff off, but then it wasn't taking anything off. And it's like, what the hell? This is brand new flap disc, like an 80 grit flap disc, right? And so I flip it over. It's like, okay, let me just start hitting another area or something. Maybe I'm not pushing hard enough or something. Same thing. A little bit later, I'm noticing that anything that it is taking off, it's leaving more of the stuff, it seemed, behind. It's leaving swirl marks in the metal, but it's leaving like a dark deposit behind it, and it wasn't getting down to the steel at all. So I look at the edge of the flap disc and it's all built up around the edge. It's sort of like when you're sanding, like, I don't know, anything, like trying to sand paint off and the sandpaper just gets all caked up. It's like that, but this wasn't coming off. It technically ruined a brand new flap disc, but it was behaving kind of like plastic because it's spinning so fast that it's actually melting that stuff to the flap disc, and then the friction of that rubbing on the panel was actually leaving, like melting the stuff and leaving it back behind. So I moved on to using, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna use a wire wheel on it. That wouldn't get through the stuff at all. And it's like, what in the hell is this stuff? So I went ahead and got some paint stripper. I tried a couple different ones, and it was aircraft stripper, aircraft remover, whatever it's called. That stuff worked. It broke the stuff down. That's where I found out what the problem is, okay? The coating is one thing. I don't like the coating. I don't know what it is. But this is the panel for this side. And all this is right now is just paint stripper that's been on it. You notice anything strange about it? It's a little shiny, right? Now you can see along this edge, because at first that's what I noticed. It's like, what's that discoloration under there? Because when it was all wet and goopy, it just looked like steel. But I wondered, it's like, why is that dark area there? Well, the dark area is where the flap disc was trying to cut through. Okay? That along the edge is steel. The rest of that shiny iridescent stuff, that's zinc coating, it's zinc plating. These things are dipped in zinc. And so you can't weld that. That's why everybody's getting these nasty sputtering welds and these craters and volcanoes and stuff like that when they're trying to put these in by just cleaning the edge off, because they're cleaning off whatever that coating was that was tough as nails in the first place, or if they're just drilling holes and trying to plug weld it on there or something. But you have that zinc that's being introduced to the weld, and that just causes all kinds of trouble. Not to mention that it puts off some kind of nasty gas that you are not supposed to be breathing. And so that's why the people that I've seen try to put these panels in. Now, I don't know what it is with these panels, because say like my floors, my sills, things like that, that just has that black E-coating. That stuff just comes off like butter, right? And you can weld through it and stuff like that. It's not a big deal. I don't know why these ones have that kind of coating on it, and why it's zinc plated underneath. I mean, who's making these panels and putting zinc on them when none of the other panels come that way? Nothing else that I've bought has come that way yet. I haven't run into any problems with the panels except for fit. And that's the thing. If I would have done just like everybody else, and thank God that I watched some other people, but I would have left all that coating on here. If I could have cleaned it off and not noticed that it was zinc plated, I would have started welding. It would have started causing all kinds of trouble, and then I'd have this big botchy looking nasty weld back there that everybody goes, well, I guess we're just gonna have to cake it with filler. And that's why, okay? Now I don't plan on, right now I'm not welding this in because I got to figure out how to get all that zinc off of there first. And I'm not exactly sure if I don't think you're supposed to paint over zinc plated stuff. I'm gonna have to look into that. And hopefully I didn't screw the pooch by taking all of that other coating off, but I have to look into that. So I don't know if I'm gonna bother showing you. I might tell you about it, might do it later, I don't know. But whether or not I have any welding issues putting that panel in once it's nice and clean. But for now, I have to get at least the outside, so I can buzz that off with a flap disc. That won't be a big deal, but I do have to find out if you're supposed to paint over zinc plating, because I think that I read before that you're really not supposed to, but who knows. So there you go. It's just a little, we'll call it a technical bulletin, okay? Otherwise, things have been going really good. If you can see right over there, that's what's been taking up a lot of my time. I finally got an overdrive, and boy, oh boy, when there's parts missing and you don't know what's missing and you're told that it's complete and you start rebuilding it, and then it's like, where did I put that? And but no, I took several months finding and sourcing all of my missing pieces out of my supposedly mint overdrive. So now I've got that already. I just put the top on it today, so that's now 100% complete. Over here, sitting on the front, oh, that lovely sound. I found an aluminum bell housing, so I got to clean that guy up, and I think I have a trick for making that thing come to life. I went ahead and hit it with like a Scotch-Brite disc, so you can see it's kind of shiny, but boy oh boy do I like shiny stuff. So I found something that I think is gonna might actually work really well for cleaning that up, especially the inside, because the inside's kind of nasty, and you know, who cares about the inside? But at the same time, when you're going this far, you want everything to be as clean and as nice as possible, at least for one day, right? So that's what I've been up to, building my transmission and my overdrive. Every single piece has been completely cleaned, completely done. Everything's tested on it. It's good to go. So that will have to go in once I pull the body back off. And still puttering around with all my little rust repairs. I'll check in with you later and let you know how there goes my gimbal. Let you know how that panel welds when I finally get to it, because that's going to be really interesting. So see you around, guys.